Ladies and gentlemen, a moment of silence across the city of Birmingham, across the United States. There is so much going on at this particular time that we got to have a moment of silence. We want to do a tribute to all of the protesters out there, all over the United States. We want to do a tribute to everybody impacted in some shape, form, or fashion by what is actually taking place in this country. George Floyd. George Floyd. Say his name. So many others that didn't even make the list or didn't even make the point of even being spoken about nationally. We salute you. We pray for your families. Many of you as the protesters out there, you feel like you got a foot on your neck. Many of us that are impacted, we feel like we can't breathe, right? And throughout history, we have always been told that a change is gonna come. But yet and still, we are faced with the same things that our great-great-grandparents, our great-grandparents, our grandparents, our parents have been facing. But I want you guys to notice that this is a special message from the truth, the lies, and the lessons. Stand up for what you believe in. Protect yourself. Continue to stand. Protest the way you protest. And accept the fact that we all don't protest the same way. But make sure in some shape, form, or fashion it's impactful and effective. Rest in paradise, brother. The sister Brianna, the brother Ahmad, and so many others from the truth, the lies, and the lessons.
Modern family, new family. I'm a huge fan of you and your show, so let's hope we change someone's lives today.
A change is gonna come. Let's get this baby started.
You know I only tell the truth.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Kenny Talk.
Consider this an invitation.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Birmingham's own Kenny Talk. And he brings to you live truth, lies, and the lessons. Real relationship talk on WJOD. Hold up.
I stay wrapped in my cocoon and howling at the moon. It's the one and only Kenny Talk is in the building. After fresh off of our 1-year anniversary, and we diving in. I'm looking spiffy in the studio tonight. You should be on WJLDradio.com because right now we're about to go in. We're about to get down because sometimes you got to get down if you're going to get up. Let go. Yeah. Let go.
Who you You ready? Folks, the Portuguese.
Yeah. Give me one more chance. Have you ever thought about that person that got away? Man, I tell you, this one feel good right here. Sometimes you got to get down in order to get up. And we need to get up, baby. Hey, let's get this show crunk on up, because it's already crunk, man. Salute to everybody out there listening across the city of Birmingham. If you're not in your car, 94.1 FM, then you should be on WJLDradio.com, because when we let the cat out of the bag, give me my cat bag. When we let the cat out of the bag, I want you to be there. You did? Today we are going to discuss three reasons you missed out on the one that you feel you need to be with, you want to be with. 3 reasons that you missed out on the one you felt like you wanted to be with. And I want everybody to understand. We are about to go in. Y'all ready for this? Let's have some fun. So, I want everybody to know this, man. These 3 reasons are going to touch you in a different way. I'm trying to stir the pot. I'm trying to get you to see things in a different way. Food for thought through relationship talk is what I like to say. Food for thought through relationship talk. So let's get everything started, man. Man, guess what? When we start this part right here, I know y'all know it's the 3-course meal that I give you. Yeah, I'm going to give you a 3-course meal. I'm going to give you an appetizer, I'm going to give you an entree, and I'm going to give you the dessert. So we're going to start with number 1. Number 1, man. I love it. Absolutely. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to tell y'all the first reason why you missed out on the person that you felt like you were supposed to be with, man. You felt like you were supposed to be with this person. WJLDradio.com. We turn it up.
What I know about us.
Yeah. We're going to start number 1 off kind of smooth. Do you remember? High school sweethearts, college connections, right? You reminisce. You scrolling through Facebook and you see them. That was the person I had that crush on when I was in high school. When I was a senior, I wanted to be with that person. We had this special connection. I know it's been a long time, but what if? How did I miss out? I wish I could go back. So check it out, man. The number 1 reason is because it's like, I wanted to bring this one up first is because a lot of times we run into individuals that had that touch on us at one particular point. We never really made it happen, but we moved to try to do it. And for the most part, 99% of the time, it don't work. And here's the reason why you miss out. First one is they grew into a different person than you're remembering at this particular point. You're looking at that person thinking about what they looked like walking through the halls with their Letterman's jacket on. You know what I'm saying? With their afro or with their dreads or whatever they had back then, right? You looking at that person like they're that same person sitting in your first period class, right? That said some sweet things to you that you just felt like, wow. But as soon as an adult, you try to go back and make that happen, you're going to have egg on your face. And you know why? Because that's what happens. People are not the same people. And at the end of the day, you're trying to be the person that you used to be for the person that they used to be. And it just don't work. So you heard it first. The number one reason you guys grow into different people and you miss out.
We are running our COVID-19 technology response on Teams.
Teams has given us the possibility to continue.
Whoa, I know it. That was your appetizer. You know, I'm going to whet your appetite. Now we're going to move right along. And the number two, man, this one is interesting right here. This one is interesting. Go to WJLDradio.com. Hey. Hey, man, our number two thing is man, we're going to discuss. A lot of times you're in a different place, man. You're in a different space. Just like the person that you got this crush on. You guys might be in a different space. So we're going to start with you. You were in a different space. Is the reason why you missed out. And here are the distractions. Career. Partying. Friends. Internal unhappiness, right? Other options. Because a lot of us are distracted when our inbox is jumping. A lot of us are distracted when our phone is blowing up, right? A lot of us are distracted when we can't go anywhere without somebody hitting on us. It'll make you miss out on that person that's right there because you're distracted. Or you're currently in a relationship with somebody right at that particular point. And that person approach or that person jump in your inbox and you think bad timing and you don't realize it. But you were in a different space and time and didn't know that they were the one. You know, they could have been with other people. You were with other people. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go back to the narrative. The moment that you try to make this happen, 90% of the time it ain't going to work because you guys are in different places, right? You are in a different place. So sound the horn. We're going in. Number two was about just being in a different place. So it actually is the reason why, guess what? You will miss out on, or you could possibly miss out on the love of your life. Hey.
I'm Suman. And I'm Sonali. And we are called the Bad Salsa. Bad Salsa?
Birmingham. For those that's joining, we're talking about 3 reasons why you missed out on the love of your life. So let's talk about it.
It's actually bad salsa.
Because we talked about number one. Number one is that you just grow apart. You grow into 2 different people, right? Or you grow into a different person. Number two, you were at a different space at that time. That person could have been at a different space, right? And you miss out on the love of your life. 94.1 FM, WJLD.
And he used a dog day. So she has an amazing journey.
Just like we always do, man. So we gonna jump in. Number 3. Number 3 is gonna be your dessert, man. I ain't gonna even play when it comes to the dessert. Turn on your radio.
Growing up for us was very hard.
My dad is a farmer.
Barely provided 2 meals a day. In some days, they feed the children and our parents would have fasted the whole day. We had to struggle a lot, but from childhood we both were very passionate about dancing. We watched America's Got Talent and we just dreamt of going there and performing on that big stage. Dancing is everything in our life.
Whoa.
Growing up,
Ladies and gentlemen, how many of y'all can feel that one?
dream big and reach big.
Wow.
Now we are here living
I miss you, right? So the third one, number 3. Man.
the future is
When you had them, you didn't appreciate them. When you had them, that level of excitement that you expressed to get them, it goes out the window, man. So this one is going to tie closely to people being unappreciated, man. Right? People being mistreated. I saw a post that says that the very person you mistreat is going to be the very person that you miss. Right? When you actually are in a relationship with them and you start craving something different, craving someone different. You know what I'm saying? Things may get a little rocky. Things may get a little stale. Then all of a sudden you start looking out and wondering what if, and you start craving something else. You end up making that leap. And you realize, just like Chris Brown said, the grass ain't green on the other side. And you look back and you'll be singing like Aaron right now. Or when you're walking through the mall, going to pick up a couple of items, and you see that person that you dumped, and they look so happy with their new person, man. They laughing, holding hands, kissing, eating cotton candy, whatever we do. And you look back and say, wow, I messed that up. Yeah. So you heard it. You heard it. The 1, 2, 3 punch. 3 reasons why you miss out, man. You possibly missed out, right? And that brings me to the moon rock. Hey, the moon rock. The moon rock goes as follows, man. The moon rock of tonight is many of us find ourselves in committed relationships, yet we are still available and looking. Many of us find ourselves in committed relationships, yet still available and still looking. Now, I told y'all from the beginning the purpose of this particular show, right? The purpose of this show was to stir the pot and to help y'all understand something. Y'all really need to understand this. The moment that you try to make a situation what it ain't, it don't work. You start looking out from your relationship. You start thinking about what could have been. What could have been with the ex? What could have been with the person that you just never gave a shot? But you have to understand you made that decision. Check it out. Go to WJLDradio.com. We jamming. You still think about the times we had? Hey. Hey, you know what? I will never, ever, ever at this particular point. Man, I'm going to give y'all some breaking news before I do. But I'm always tied up in a pretty little bow with that moon rock. Let me hit the whale on the tail. It's the wonderful Woody Wolf that dressed like a fox, here for your nightly news on the truth, the lies, and the lessons. So the nightly news goes as follows. Studies have shown that when married people, people that are in committed relationships, or those seriously dating go through rough times, over 90% start to reminisce about someone better. They start to reminisce about someone different. They start being open to other options, right? You start thinking about what you really deserve for yourself. You start feeling like that, man. You start feeling like, well, you know what? All of this that I'm going through, I don't deserve this. I start feeling different, man. All the time. You start reminiscing, just like, what was so cool, man? Why I got to put up with this now? Who used to call you? Hey, I love it. So let's go and jump right into the lesson. I will never leave you without the lesson, everybody. So break out your frankincense and myrrh, whatever you prefer. I'm going to get on these Congos over here. You can light a few incense, turn the lights down, go to WJLDradio.com. All right, and here we go. What if you get the person that you want to be with to love you like the one that wants to be with you? They would be the perfect person to create the perfect world to make your perfect little dreams come true. We forget that we're not perfect underneath of the surface. So your perfect soulmate might not exist. But the one that cares enough to deal with the yucky stuff is the most perfect individual that you're going to get. It's like your arms have been filled with everything that you've asked for. Now you're reaching for something different that you can grab. Maybe you're not that special someone to your very special someone. Right? And after that time, what you feel you deserve makes you want what you have. All right? So maybe that special someone is not your very special someone. What if everybody settles in the end? Maybe the one you were meant for, maybe the one that was meant for you is really the one that's into you, which is fueled by the type of person that you are from within. I'm going to say that again. Maybe the one that's meant for you is really the one that's into you, which is fueled by the type of person you are from within. It goes back down to that law of attraction, y'all. That is a serious thing. That is a super serious thing. So let me rewind everything for you. I'm going to go back over the appetizer, the entree, and the dessert. I meant to say that. Number one, you grow apart. Number two, you just be at a different space at that time. And number three, you had your chance and you blew it with them, right? And stuff like that happened. And you find yourself, man, just like Jody Watley. You find yourself like Jody Watley out there. You know, you be looking for somebody new. Coming right up, it's the word, the positive energy word of the week.
With the introduction, who are you? My name is Joey. I'm and the group is Broken Roots. Broken
Yeah, man. And I got to tell you straight up, the positive energy word of the week goes as follows. It's grateful. It's grateful. How many of y'all have ever heard that word before? Why would I choose grateful? You know what I'm saying? Being grateful is being appreciative of that which you have or what you have worked for, received, or accomplished, man. Being grateful is embracing the time you longed for, right? That which you currently have. Being grateful is understanding that there will be things and people that come along, right? There will be things that are going to be different from what you have, but not to allow it to give you thoughts of going after it. It ain't always summer in June, man. Looking at it as if you deserve or you should have it. You utilizing that to make you, to fuel or to influence you to go after it. Reaching for it. Taking the opportunity to seize that moment. And you end up jumping over a dime to get to a nickel. That's how it works, y'all. It's the truth, the lies, and the lessons. And you have just been given the game. I love it. Shout out to everybody listening tonight. This show was dedicated to all of our protesters out there, right? This show was dedicated to all of our listeners that have been holding us down for our first year on the air. This show is dedicated to the people. This is Birmingham's own real relationship talk show. And it was important for us to have that moment of silence at the beginning, because when it comes down to protesting, when it comes down to standing up for civil rights, when it comes down to the historic spot on the map, right? Birmingham, Alabama is there, right? So when I say this is Birmingham's own real relationship talk show, you know we got to show the world how to stand up, right? We learned a lot. I heard somebody say today at the rally, man, a lady said, she says that we have been protesting the wrong way for so long that we learned how to get it right. Now that we got the world's attention, it's about us making a move and what are we going to do with it. So salute to everybody out there that's protesting, man. And I want to give love out to everybody that's holding this show up and holding it down like we always do, like we always say, man. I'm going to be back faster than you can say cat in the hat, right? And I'm going to stay wrapped in my cocoon and howling at the moon. It's Kenny Talk, the one and only wolf that dressed like a fox. And I'm going to be talking slick and swallowing spit right here at 8 o'clock on WJLD, man. And that is, guess what? Home of the Gary Richardson Morning Show. So thank everybody for listening, and I'll be back like the electric bill. Let's go.
Well, first of all, thank you so much to both of you for your service in line.